What's up everybody, it's Johnny2000, and it's time to take a deep dive into the best episodes of Season 3 of Drake and Josh. Yeah, I got a lot of great feedback on the complete second season retrospective, and I'm excited to jump back into this again with a new third season one. Definitely the best and strongest episodes in the entire series, and I cannot hold back my excitement for diving into them with you guys. From episode 17 all the way to episode 1, this episode is full of comical moments, clever plot lines, and even more hilarious characters, with the show hitting its stride at the maximum peak it could possibly get. But without further ado, let's talk about some of the best episodes and see my personal rankings. To all of you that have been dying to put the Dr. Phyllis Show as your number one episode, I'm sorry, I'm not a clip show lover. Like, it's cool that we get to see all the funniest moments, but we're only 3 seasons into the show. I don't need to see a recap of like 25 episodes. It just feels unnecessary. Of course, I'm not going to put it as the most valuable episode. It does have some great moments, and in the Drake and Josh fashion, it does really well. I just don't think it deserves to be higher. This one is pretty forgettable. Like, I love the Josh bit with the mustache, like that part's really good. Mindy asking Megan to shave the beard, that's a great bit. But all around, it's kind of forgettable. I didn't remember this episode at first, and I could see that the jokes weren't as strong, so I wasn't super invested. I just didn't want to have this compete with the other episodes. Sheep Thrills is also a really funny episode, but it definitely feels like a rehashing of Two Idiots and a Baby. With the same premise, this one definitely does it better, but because of it not being super unique, I didn't want to put it higher on the list. Although, learning about how it was going to be a kangaroo instead was pretty interesting, wouldn't you say? Girl power is a strong premise because of the whole gender against each other, and I really liked that. And having Josh have to deal with Mindy and her family at the same time definitely was a formula for chaos in a really inviting way. But at the end of the day, the jokes didn't outweigh the plot line. It just felt a little bit boring. It felt funny, but the rest wasn't as good. Number 13 is The Affair. Definitely a really strong episode. I love seeing Drake and Josh out of their element, following Walter around. Like, we don't get a single Walter episode, and now we get one, and it's just anticlimactic. It's just one big miscommunication, and I like that we actually believe the dad could be cheating, but there's just a lot more memorable episodes before it. Number 12 is Helen's Surgery. This is such a good one, like getting backstory into one of the funniest characters, having Drake be so into the hot tub that he actually invites people over Josh's boss's house. And Josh trying to keep everything in line is definitely what Drake and Josh does best. I just think that there's better episodes than this, and I'm gonna keep saying that because honestly, like, this season is really strong, therefore I'm only gonna appoint the stronger episodes. Number 11 is The Demonator. I love this one because of the Papa Nichols and Eric and Craig plotline, and it's super funny having them constantly getting kicked out of line and going back in line, but for the most part, not a lot happens in it. And no one character is being focused on, it's more about the ensemble group, which isn't bad, I just think that it's been done better. Then we have Alien Invasion. This one always freaked me out as a kid in the best way. Like, seeing Megan have her comeuppance from Drake and Josh is awesome, and I think it's hilarious. It turns out that Megan is the one who actually knew all along. Like, that is the perfect Megan episode, and I just love watching them focus on individual characters. Then of course Mindy's back. We're at the top 10. Number 9, Mindy's back. Not only was Mindy hilarious in the Honor Council, but she's back with a twist, and it's so funny to think that these two science enemies can switch it up and be into a relationship, and seeing Drake's approval matter in that scenario makes it even funnier. The memorable moments are definitely within the science fair, and when Josh is going to Mandy's window, it's so cute. For number 8, we have Megan's New Teacher. This is the one where Josh dresses as Albert Einstein and starts challenging the kids to an extent that none of them asked for. And seeing Josh play the villain in this episode is a welcome switch up for its usual format. It makes it unique and really special, and I love seeing this season be so dynamic, and this episode is definitely one of the ones to thank for it. Seeing the kids interact with Megan also kind of gives us a deeper look into her life, which I'm so interested in, being she's so devious and cunning. Episode 7 is the Drake and Josh Inn. Yep, the season premiere. This one is really good. Just having that whole house party and hiding it from the parents flipped on its head and having it be more about Drake and Josh needing to get money and how far they're willing to go to do it, compromising with Megan, compromising with their house, and then even Helen getting involved. Like, it's the chaos at its peak for Drake and Josh. One of the most memorable episodes for sure. Now, number 6, we have We're Married. This is a really cool one with the cultural differences playing such a hilarious role, and Josh and Drake fighting over the attention of Yuka, leading to an accidental marriage. Like, the stakes are so high in this episode for no reason, and it's perfect for the comedy, the plot, and it all just ties in together in a really unique way. Like, this deserves to be number 6 on the top 10 list. Of course, paging Dr. Drake is episode 5. Like, seeing Drake impersonate a doctor and have the risk being that it's completely illegal is super funny. Being thrown into a surgery that Josh then has to get him out of by acting like different people. Like, this episode is really good at making the chaos go in a different direction. Josh's fear of hospitals definitely anchor the emotions of it. And the guest star of the doctor is super believable to a point where it's like, I'm worried for Drake too. One of my favorite episodes growing up. That's where the top 5 needs to come in. The next couple episodes are going to be the number 1 episodes of the season, and they are just so good. We have episode 4, Little Sibling. So this is the one with Sammy, which is kind of similar to the one with Yuka, where Drake and Josh are both vying for attention of one particular person for their own reasons. But the fact that it's a little sibling, like a kid that's influenced easily, is so funny because you see how toxic Drake is and then how caring Josh is. And it ends up having an emotional beat of Josh that he could be cool. And that's a really memorable episode. I remember all the promos for it, and having Miss Hafer in it only makes it stronger. Like, season 3 of Drake and Josh is phenomenal so far. And then, of course, number 3 is the Peruvian Puff Pepper. This one is super infamous. For me, it's the scene where Josh and Drake sneak into Megan's room and try to uncover what she's up to. Like, it's early in the 3rd season, but it definitely gives it a good head on its shoulder. And having the rare Peruvian Puff Pepper actually be illegal and being a prank by Megan all along just makes it even more interesting. The location of the salsa challenge invites a lot of new environments to see Drake and Josh in, and they are just as funny in them too. Then number 2, we have the infamous Theater Thug episode. It's probably no surprise that I put this here to you guys. One of the most memorable quotes is the "Whoa, just take it easy, man," from Drake and Josh, and seeing everybody pummel Josh just because they think he's this true villain is super funny. Like, I would not only say this is one of the best episodes in the series, but this is definitely Josh's best episode. He shines hilariously in this, and seeing Drake get all the compliments in return only adds to the fire. This is one of the episodes that people look back and say, I remember Drake and Josh for this reason, the Theater Thug episode. So therefore it had to be in the top 3 just because of its cultural impact, its memeage, and everything else in between. Like, you can't not look at this one. And then, of course, number 1, we have the Foam Finger episode. 1, because it's super creative in the way it breaks the normal sitcom trope of sticking to one location, involving multiple characters, and they actually make it a full flashback episode. Not in the way Dr. Phyllis is, where we see things that already happened, but where we get insight into Drake and Josh's childhood. And the fact that it's so much more coincided than we thought makes us realize that the brothers really are destined to get on each other's nerves. Like, it happened since they were kids, and even until this day. And having Megan be a part of the solution is really heartwarming. All around, it just does the comedy so well with the miscommunication of what exactly happened, up until the actual store owner comes out and explains the full story, asking Walter for $100. Like, it's just so unexpected and really deserves the crown as the best episode in this season. I don't know who these 2 child actors are, but they did such a good job, and the little orphan girl, hilarious. All in all, Drake and Josh had phenomenal episodes in the 3rd season. Like, the first 2 seasons had some really good ideas, but this carries it out to its peak. It's gonna get better in the 4th season when we get to it, but up until this point, I definitely think this is one of the golden seasons. But what were your guys' favorite episode? Please don't forget to tell me what left more of an impact in your life in the 2000s than what I've kind of talked about. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and this is Johnny 2000.